Fight Hype here with Floyd Schofield and his father Senior. Obviously, I'm hitting you guys up because I saw the news that you just recently put out there. Suffered a hand injury, got to pull out of the fight. Let's just jump right into it. What exactly happened? I mean, obviously, I assume something happened in training while you were preparing for the fight, right?
Yeah, I was sparring. I don't know if my dad posted the video yet, but I had threw an uppercut, and when I threw the uppercut, I kind of had my hand in the wrong, kind of like the wrong, what do you call it?
Position.
Was it the wrong position, and it kind of just bent backwards. And then after, I shook my hand, but I did like five more rounds after that. Then I
Wow.
got in the bag, so the doctor told me that it was probably just you added more damage on than you should have. So. And I was
Wow.
trying to kill my. I be trying to kill my sparring partners too sometimes. I know it's not, but I'm preparing for a fight, and I was just throwing out with all power since it was like my last sparring session, and yeah, it hurt my hand.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, stuff happens while you're training. I know fighters usually go into fights. I mean, I know everyone says, I'm 100%, but I know you guys go into fights with injuries, dings, and this, that, and the other. When the injury happened, did you know right away this is going to be a problem? I mean, like you said, you went on another 5 rounds, or was it just something where you were like, that hurts a little bit. Maybe we should go get it checked out.
I think it was more so when I was sparring. I was like, okay, like how you can get tennis elbow from extending your elbow. I just probably like it was something I just got to put ice on. Then that night and then in the morning, it was swelling up and it was red. And then my dad was like, well, we'll just get it checked out. And when we went to the doctor, they had told me, well, luckily it was no fractures. I didn't break it, but it ended up being a grade 2 sprain. Like I torn some ligaments in there and whatnot. So.
When you talk to the doctor, is it a situation where he's basically recommending to you, nah, you probably need to pull out of this fight, or ultimately is that a decision that you guys have to make yourself?
No,
To that one.
I made the decision myself because the doctor told me it's going to take 3 to 6 weeks to heal. And so, everybody, injected this. No, but he's a young man growing into his grown man body, and he hits very hard. So I had to make that decision. We're in line for the world title, and then the contender on the IBF. Do I send him in there with one hand? Do I think he will beat JoJo still? Yes. But do you risk that damage in that hand where now, it's just too much at risk to put him in there with one hand? That as a businessman, that would be the dumbest thing to do. So I have to listen to the doctor. Then I called Michael Miller, my advisor, called Oscar, and everybody like, yo, he's a growing young boy that hit very hard. Sit this one out. And so after everybody told me, then I got to let go of my ego because he wanted to still fight.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, yesterday I was telling my dad I still got my left hand. My dad was like, "You cannot be thinking like that." Like,
Right, you got to think business. So what? We giving up a mid six-figure check. I mean, anybody would be like, damn, you giving away a lot of money. But my son is more valuable than money. So I gotta listen to his doctors. I got two advices from two doctors, MRIs, everything else, and both of them like, yo, he have a tear. You take him out of this fight. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's what's happening. So fans gonna say what they want. It's
Mhm.
on them. I put all the proof out there. I can't do nothing. I feel God protected JoJo. I
Yeah.
swear to goodness, JoJo is really spiritual, and I think God intervened and allowed JoJo to have a safe passage onto his next fight. That's what I think. Cause kid been in so many fights and never it tore nothing in his wrist ever
I
in
work out
life.
my hands too, my
Mm-hmm.
Right.
hips and my rice.
So
Mm-hmm.
I say for that to be that much of a freak accident, God just helped JoJo. And that's because I'm on a spiritual basis. Everybody else could say what they want, but JoJo got a free pass. He's gonna have a great fight against somebody else. And I hope we can fight him in February. But I think they got us fighting for a title in February. But I don't know.
Have you I mean, you mentioned you talked to Oscar, and I assume JoJo has been informed of the whole situation. Have they officially talked to you guys about what's going to happen? I mean, is he going to continue with the fight? Is your fight with him going to be rescheduled, or is that just up in the air right now?
It's gonna be rescheduled. I know he rescheduled.
I want that fight still.
And it's not our fault. It's not our fault technically. He's injured.
Right.
So it don't fall on us. It just they got to find JoJo another opponent that's in shape, willing to fight JoJo within 2 weeks. And JoJo was the first person I messaged and thanked him for the opportunity and sent him the proof because he worked hard for this fight. So, you know, he was the first person I had to approach before I went to Oscar or anybody. I went to JoJo and told him I hope we could meet in February or March.
Oh, we can't just win. He win his fight in 2 weeks. We can meet in February.
Right.
I'm still be in the gym. I was actually running with my arm like this, all stiff. And that's when my dad took me off the treadmill and told me like he's not gonna allow it. So I was like, damn.
Right. That's actually kind of cool that you guys contacted JoJo first. Usually the fighter is the last one to find out. So that was actually pretty stand up of you guys. So obviously, I mean, when you hear news like this, you know, the smart thing, like you said, a senior, business wise, the smart thing to do is to just kind of say, you know what, let's hold off on this and wait. But obviously, as far as PR is concerned, right, it's going to be the second fight that you guys had to pull out of, and I'm sure your biggest fans, your critics, right, they're going to have a lot to say about here we go again. So how difficult was it to make that decision, knowing that, you know what, we're going to catch a little bit of backlash for this?
The critics gonna say what they want, but the first fight, the Shakur fight, we didn't pull out of that. The British Board of Commissions pulled us out of the fight and took our license. They would not allow us to fight. People Google that the British Board of Commissions pulled the Schofields out of the fight.
Good point.
He did not pull out of the fight. This is the first fight. No, he broke his rib in one fight when he was supposed to fight Ashton.
I had a torsion too in my testicles. I had to get surgery on my testicles.
Like, he's a growing kid that hit very hard. So what can you say? All you can say is God, you know, they're gonna say what they're gonna say, but God have a way of showing it in the next fight. In the next fight, they'll say something totally different after we get out the ring in the next fight. So it is what it is. It's like a wave. That's life. It's gonna be a wave, ups and downs, and we prepared for it. But we did everything we had to do as men. We went to our business partners, told them we can't do it. We asked their advice. They said, don't do it. We went to JoJo, said we can't do it. We went to everybody that's involved. And we are postponing it. We're gonna fight JoJo. We are postponing our part of it. That's all that's happening.
Yeah. I gotta ask you. You seem like, I don't want to say you're okay with it. That's not really the phrase I'm looking for. But you seem like you accept that these things happen in boxing and the sport. But is it frustrating at the same time? Is it frustrating to know, oh man, here comes another hiccup, when I'm sure you guys are ready to, you know, get onto the bigger stage, to get the bigger fights, to get the bigger names. So just having this happen, I mean, like I said, you guys look like you're okay with it, but at the same time, is it frustrating?
No, because God is the grand architect. We're not in control of nothing. We're not even in control of our breathing. God is in control of every aspect of what's happening. And if God said, y'all not sit this one out, because we still in line for the world title. That's the thing, people. We don't have to fight JoJo. We're number one in line for the world title. So in February, we'll be fighting for the world title anyway. JoJo was just a tune-up for us. That's all that was. And then we the number one contender after Cruz and Mortaia fight for that world title. So we're in position for 2 world titles. God said, sit down, y'all, and let JoJo do what he need to do. So God architect that. So to us, we said we had no control over it. What can you do? Argue with God? You know?
It's different. Yeah, I was frustrated. But when they told me, like my dad was saying, I'm in line for the title, and I'm 23, why risk going in a fight and I could damage my hand even more? You know, probably tear some more ligaments, make it worse. And then you don't get to fight that title for the title when it's vacant or whatever. So I was like, you know what? That's true.
Yeah.
Especially when it's
you gotta be a good to the young boxers, the ones that's like us, we contractors, we work for ourselves. Your investment is your hands. You gotta take care of your hands. You gotta look out for your body because you want to give your fans 100%. You don't want to go in the ring giving your fans 50%. We not those type of people. We want to deliver what the fans pay for. They worked hard for their money. So just make sure y'all take care of your hands if y'all a contractor, because that's how you feed your family. And if you're 23 years old, you got at least another 10 years. So you could pass on a fight, especially we fight 4 times a year. We're going to fight again in 3 months. So it's like, what's the big deal? But young fighters, take care of your hands. Don't let people pressure you. Because if they pressure you and you damage your hands even more where you can't fight no more, the fans move on to the next person. You're just a moment in their life, just a moment. So just remember that and take care of your hands. Don't be pressured to what people say.
That's how you make money. You need your money makers.
Yeah, true. That's true. That's true. Kid, let me ask you real quick, just because you did go through, I mean, how many weeks were you in camp now?
About like 13. Would have been going on 14 this week because I was training before. If you go on my Instagram, y'all can see I was training even before I found out who my opponent was.
Because they kept pushing it back.
They kept pushing the fight.
Right.
They backed that offered the fight to Lucas Body. He turned it down. Then negotiation with Muay Thai. He asked too much for the budget of the zone at this point. So it was like we was working trying to get these fights. We was in camp, but they kept switching dates. Then they finally got JoJo to say yeah, but then this happened.
Yeah. Well, kid, like I was saying, let me ask you real quick. Just, I mean, I know this situation doesn't happen on, the regular or anything like that, but having gone through a 13, 14 week camp and, you were basically about to hit peak week, I'm assuming. So you have all this energy, this pent up energy through camp that you were ready to unleash onto JoJo. What do you do now to kind of, put that energy someplace else? Like, do you continue to train? I mean, you already said you were still trying to run with your messed up hand. So what do you do for the next 3 to 6 weeks? Do you just chill? Go on vacation?
Sit behind down.
Yeah, they said
sit down before we get in camp for February fight. We fight in February.
they told me I can't use my dad and
I believe it's Lucas Body in February.
Okay.
If we take it this time. If it's not, it's gonna be for the world title if Tank come back down.
I want my belt
because we the mandatory. So we got to see what Tank gonna do after his fight, if he's gonna come back down or he's gonna vacate it. So it's either him or Lucas Body. So he's gonna rest. Then we're gonna get back in camp and get ready for that fight.
I can't masturbate if I wanted to.
What is that?
Because I'm right-handed.
Now you're
no diddy. Yeah.
Right-handed.
Oh my gosh.
No. So I'm gonna ask you about that title situation in a minute, but just getting back to you, kid. So how do you do that? How do you sit down for 3 to 6 weeks and just not do anything when I got to go do something? Like, is that going to be hard for you?
No, not really. I think.
Stop lying.
Well,
Stop lying.
It is okay. It is.
He get on my nerves.
It is gonna be hard. I'm gonna get bored, of course, but you gotta think about it. Like one wrong move, if it's not fully healed, you can mess it up even worse. So I feel like when you want to do something, you gotta think about your career first. Like, is it worth me not being able to fight for a long period of time and me not being able to support my kid? I think that's just gonna be the hardest part, being bored. Like when I tried to play the game yesterday, I couldn't even hold the controller. I was like, nah, it's worth it. So I had to sit down. I watched the baseball game. The Dodgers suck, by the way. You guys,
when you tried to play the game, the doctor told you not to play the game.
No, this is before.
You told yourself.
No, I seen the doctor. No, I was.
See what I do?
No, I was playing the game in the morning. I woke up and I played the game. And I was
the doctor said no.
The doctor said when we seen the doctor. We've seen the doctor a couple hours
after. It was after. So you played the game before you saw the doctor.
But yeah, I just go back to think it's not worth it. That's because you could hurt your hand doing anything for real, especially when it's already hurt. So
yeah.
Right.
Is it tough for you, senior? Is it I mean, obviously you got you got the trainer hat, you got the dad hat. Are you constantly checking in on him? Like, what you doing?
No, I need a drink, and I'm on my righteous path, and I gotta try to stay focused. That's a lot. Camps are a lot of money that came out of my pocket. Then you're giving away this money. Then the team can't eat their bonuses because you can't fight, so you still gotta give them a bonus.
Right.
You got to deal with the promoter, and they start playing the next fight and deal with the network and the sponsors. I still got to hit them up. You know, so it's like, you know, my job just beginning and then got to deal with the public and the interviews and this and that.
And I
So
didn't get to wear my outfit. My outfit was fire.
you can wear it next
You
fight.
can wear for the next fight.
See,
Well,
this
yeah,
is
but
why y'all wonder why we not having them do interviews. Y'all ask me because you see that I wonder about my outfit.
I
That's
mean,
my
I'm for
son.
real though.
He be
That outfit was fresh, yo.
But anyway,
I wear it on
yeah.
the next one.
But it's good. I hope the fans stay with us. The true fans gonna stay with us in the next fight. We're gonna do what we gotta do.
Oh shit, I got the proof out there. Ain't nothing.
Hey, that don't matter to fans.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is true.
them motherfuckers will come up with, oh, it's Photoshop. Oh, it's rigged. Oh, you know, and it's a weird era.
It's AI. Now it's AI.
Bro, it's AI. I just want my world title. I don't care. They could Lucas Body, JoJo. I mean, whoever they want to, I'll fight the top, whoever in the top 5 for the title. So it don't matter to me.
You know, speaking of Lucas Body, obviously he's with Jake Paul, MVP Promotions. Sounds like you got a little downtime. You guys thinking about heading out to Miami, checking out that Jake versus Tank card or not?
I thought it was in Atlanta.
No, it's in Miami now. It got moved.
Oh damn.
Nah, we're not really beef for that. You know, this is the only break we get. Because then we fight right back in. Usually we get a short break, then right back in camp. So this is the only break.
I'm trying to celebrate
the holidays.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is his son's first Thanksgiving, first Christmas, first everything. So
Yeah.
at least get to sit during that time with them and not in camp. So
It sounds like you guys got plans. You gonna go on vacation or anything, or no? You just gonna chill at home?
ready to get back in camp in 4 weeks and get ready for this world title, whatever they put before us. Because now we got to make another statement. Because of course it could get thrown down. So we're gonna have to make another.
Yeah, and for the people out there, my hand it hurt. It's in pain, of course. I mean, it's sprained. It's a grade 2 sprain, but like I'm gonna be back. Like nothing. Dude, y'all might see me in sparring with this hand behind my back, just one hand.
Do you guys? Are
ready.
you gonna have to do anything different as far as like rehabbing the hand or anything, or
They
is
just said just ice
rest
it and
Yeah.
rest it. You know how hard it is though? So luckily I know how to do stuff with my left hand, but I'm not as good with my left hand as my right. Luckily I can still write and stuff, but you know how
There's some things you can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
not even supposed to be doing nothing.
I know.
That's the thing. You're not supposed to be doing nothing.
I know. And then you know how hard it is like I tried to make my breakfast this morning. I was getting frustrated.
Most young guys are like that, man. Like, I don't get it. The doctor could say don't do nothing, and they got to test it out.
No, because look,
I don't get
my dad,
my
dad was figuring out stuff on what to do this morning, so he couldn't make my breakfast. My baby mom, she was asleep. My son is 1, and my brother, he lazy. He don't even know how to cook. So who am I gonna go to make my breakfast? So I was
wake
like,
the girlfriend up. That's the first option. Wake the girlfriend up. I can't cook my breakfast. I need the breakfast cook. I can't flip the pan.
Right.
But young men don't think like that. See?
I was getting frustrated. I even threw the spatula. I'm serious. I threw the spatula, almost hit my brother because I was getting mad. Just trying to scramble the eggs.
It's 2025 though. You could DoorDash something. Just DoorDash it.
Yeah, but I was still like this morning. I woke up.
He didn't know yet.
Yeah, I was still.
He was making his meal prep. He didn't know that we was pulling him out the fight.
Yeah, I was still eating my.
Oh wow.
So like I had to eat my food. So
wow. Were you upset? You just said he didn't even know you were gonna pull him. Were you like, was there a nah, don't pull me out, I want to keep going? Like was there a little back and forth?
Yeah, I got my left hand. I can knock him out with my left hand. Like, yo, you going 10 rounds with just one hand? This is JoJo. This is a swarmer. This is guy hitting behind the head. This ain't no easy fight. This is a former champion and Olympian. You don't go out there with one hand against that caliber fighter. This ain't no taxi driver.
Yeah.
Y'all, you know I can knock him out. So, you know, I had to calm down like, yo, you're a businessman. You got a whole team relying on you. If something happened where you damage that more, these people lose their job. Like, you got to think as a leader. You can't think it's just a boy boxing no more.
Yeah.
So he finally caught it and was like, all right, cool. Let them know.
Yeah, I kept saying I got my left hand. Because I do. I go in there with my left hand, but they don't want me to.
Yeah.
He was programmed that way. But you know, you could see the business.
But you know how uncomfortable this is?
They got salaries off of this. And got to continue to run.
It's like super uncomfortable, yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look comfortable, man, to have something wrapped around your head. Yeah, it's like an extra 2 pounds just carrying around.
I slept for like only 3 hours last night.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah. My dad came woke me up to run. He come back. I'm like, I think I was asleep for like another hour. He come back. He like, yo, you ain't even get up. Like,
Man. So
Oh,
that's it. So I apologize to the fans. I hope they continue to ride with us.